stake an AR-15 castle nut. For those of you wondering what is staking, staking is whenever you push metal into a small gap of some sort, or push metal on a metal to keep a bolt or screw or something like that from backing out. Now, alright, so why do you want to stake your castle nut? This is why you want to stake the castle nut. Okay, now this is all mil-spec stuff for you guys that are all into thinking mil-spec, and the whole reason why this is doing this because of commercial. No, this is mil-spec, and this is what happens when you don't stake your stuff. See how that's rotating? Okay, it's because I did not stake this. Alright, so we're going to stake it. It's very easy to do. It's very simple. Now where you want to stake at is, see these little indentations right there? We got another one right there. You can see we already tried to do it. What we're going to do is the backing plate, can't remember what the damn thing's called offhand right now, but anyway, we're going to get that automatic center punch and we're going to drive some of the end material into those gaps, and that's going to stop it from moving around, and it does actually work. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You can do Loctite also if you wanted. Probably not a good idea because then you probably won't be able to get it off, but you can if you want. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that everything's all nice and lined up, which it is. Mine's all nice and lined up now. You can see it's all perfectly in line. And then we're going to go ahead and do the staking. But we got to tighten up the lock ring again. And to go back a little bit, the reason why this thing shakes is because that lock ring right here, the castle nut, is allowed to back off. So when you stake it, it won't let it move. It might move a little bit, but it's only going to move just enough to where it doesn't make that big a difference. The buffer tube will still stay tight. So like I said, we're going to get this, or if you have if you have a castle nut wrench, use that, guys. And there is actually a torque specification on this. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to do it because even the old stock wrench I had that I can't find or I lost or gave away or something, there's no way to attach a torque wrench. So anyway, what I do is I just get the punch and I just knock this down, tighten it up. Alright guys, so you can see how much I moved the castle nut. It moved quite a bit. It was nice and loose. So, but it's back tight again. So now we're going to move on and we're actually going to do the staking. On these automatic center punches, what they are is they're actually spring loaded. And I'll kind of give you a demonstration on my dirty ass bench here. You just push down, you can see you get this little tip. On this one, this tip is removable. I guess so it will probably get worn out over time. You can buy a new one. But it's kind of pointed just like a regular center punch. But you're going to get it and you can hit it with a hammer. You hear that? You see how it puts that nice little hole in there. So what you're going to do is, I don't know how this is the first time I've ever used an automatic punch. I've always just used a regular center punch in the past. I don't know how well this is going to, how well or how bad, I don't know which one's going to go. Knock that material into that gap. So, like I said, I'm going to do it once or twice, pause it, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, so I did it about 4 or 5 times. Hopefully that shows up clearly. You can kind of see where it's starting to push the metal over. It's probably going to take quite a bit. Looking at this, it's going to take a good probably 20 or 30 times. And I'm probably going to do this one on the other side just to be a little bit cautious. So let me go ahead and knock this out real quick. I'm going to do at least one of these here, and then I'll come back and we'll start the video up again. Alright guys, I finished it up. It's kind of ugly, but it'll work. As long as it doesn't back off, and that's all that matters. Like I said, it didn't come out as pretty as they do in the factory. By any stretch of the imagination, but I really don't care about how pretty something looks as long as it works.